it's hard to deal with the pushback and, getting constantly degraded, constantly told that, you're not the right nurse for this department, you're not the right nurse for this section, you don't have enough experience, you're not smart enough, you're not capable enough. And so it makes you try, as hard as you can, but at the end of the day, you're just defeated and you just want nothing to do with, your job and, the stress of it all.
Yeah. And so when you get home, does it feel like what she's saying is the truth? Or are you able to kind of give yourself a deep breath and go, that is not true? Tell me kind of what home looks like afterwards.
Um, Home looks like I sort of feel like I kind of just shut off. Like I don't want to think about it. I don't want to talk
Okay.
to anyone about it. And that's why I'm so thankful for a group like this where there's other like-minded people that, are going through these things, the same things as I am, feeling overwhelmed, feeling not capable enough because we're new, feeling the stress of the job and the stress of, the coworkers. So I personally just shut down and shut it off and don't speak about it. So I'm very thankful that I have a safe space to come to talk to you all about it.
Well, I had a similar situation, but I think one advantage I have is that although I'm a new nurse, I switched careers. So I'm an older new nurse. So I'm a little more comfortable being vocal when I need to. But in my situation, and every situation is different, and every personality that you're dealing with, I understand is so different. But I was definitely talked down to and made to feel like I didn't belong there. And I kind of just turned the table and said, well, then you teach me. You've been here a while. And I've kind of made that person, unknowingly, I made that person my mentor. And it didn't happen overnight, but the more pushing I did of asking her questions and letting her know that I felt like she did know a lot and she could teach me, within maybe a month or so, it definitely diffused the situation.
So the first thing that I would do is I would really give myself permission to look and see if this is abusive language. And it really sounds like it is, Courtney, as you're talking about it. It very much sounds like you're being verbally abused. And so it doesn't really matter if you're an introvert or extrovert. And I love how you handled it, Amy, and for you, that's great. But if I'm an introvert, I'm not going to be able to say anything, right? It's just not in my nature.
Right.
And so as an introvert, I would have to start going home and writing down what was being said to me so that I could start kind of pushing back inside myself and saying, that is not who I am. That is not the truth. And then after a few weeks, when you can see that that's not who you are, giving yourself permission to talk to somebody at work about what's happening.